Hi, everybody. I enabled the chat area, so can you type in and let me know if you can hear my voice before we get started here? I trust you can, though nobody's telling me such. Over on the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Um, on my way home from Atlanta, so I'm still in the car, still in my gear. Uh, this is, there's a lot I could, great, thank you, Lance. Um, there's a lot I can share. Great data, models working, all that kind of stuff. But here's what I wanted you to know tonight. Um, in the background of things, probably the two most pivotal moments for me in this business was October of 2008 and this week. I was in the room when the final piece of the puzzle was set in place. And what I mean by that is this. Something I shared with Nick Sarnicola a year ago. Is I got excited in 2008 when I saw the financial backing with Blythe. The main puzzles were in place. I knew we were going to be launching the challenge. And I was obviously encouraged when I hit regional director. I was obviously encouraged when I hit ambassador, et cetera, et cetera. But I've never been as excited since that day until this week. Because I was talking to Nick a year ago, and I told him, I said, our infrastructure is the best I've seen. Compensation is the best I've seen. The event model is killing it. People come out of events like what we'll have in Houston in September with belief through the roof. I said, but the only piece that I feel like isn't in place yet has to deal with the mindset as far as us believing in ourselves. And um, so that was the piece that I've tried to add through working with Jim Fortin with mindset training. I'm here to tell you this, guys. That piece was set in stone this week. I am giddy. It's what I've been praying for a long time. John Maxwell, if you don't know who he is, I've known him for decades. He is now voted by Inc. magazine the #1 leadership expert in the world. He has sold over 26 million books. It was a pastor for 28 years before he did leadership and business. I was in the room, guys, when he said why he was there. And this isn't something we can go public with because, as he said, a lot of his dear friends run network marketing companies. But even though he has trained 6 million people in leadership, 150,000 of them certified in 196 different countries, what he's about to do with us, he has never done before. Not even, I shared earlier that he had worked with the country of Guatemala and Delta Airlines. He said, but what I'm about to do, I've never done before. And I kid you not, he was telling us that he has connected so deeply with Nick, Blake, and Ryan these last 12 months, 18 months, that's almost like a father-son relationship. And he's not looking to do this. It's not for the money or anything else. The guy's, extremely wealthy. It is so he can pass his legacy on with 3 people that he sees as having done everything he's asked in levels that he's never seen before. So this is not a hired gun to come in and teach on leadership. What I got from this was he's emotionally connected to this thing. I saw him in Anaheim a couple years ago, and it was good, but that emotional connection, that relationship wasn't there yet. It's there now, and this is just the precursors of what I want to talk about. But I'd say one book I want you guys to all get, either audiobook or the book itself, is The 5 Levels of Leadership with John Maxwell. This is probably going to be the template for the next 12 months. But what I saw was what I was trying to address with mindset training really needs to be addressed via leadership. And you may not know what the difference of that is, but mindset's dealing with my own personal thought life. Leadership is changing the culture of a group. And what we're going to do is change culture. We're going to not only change culture in the company, but we're going to change culture in Cedar Rapids. We're going to change culture. I mean, so many light bulbs went off for me this week. And I'm sharing all of this. I'm sharing all this. Somebody said they couldn't hear me, but I know that a lot of you can. So I'm sharing all this because I truly believe that we are about to relaunch ViSalus in a way that's going to be bigger than when we started. I kid you not. And I'm not talking about new products, even though I will tell you this. It'll take us a couple of years, but we're going to have meals, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, desserts, snacks, whole food lines that can be meal replacements for the, for kids for the challenge. We're talking about hot meals, cold meals, all that's down the line. But what we need to do right now is create an infrastructure and create a community that will demand that. But just so you know where things are going. And the whole focus right now is just kind of the global growth is going to take place, but we are going to focus in right now, put pause on a few things to establish this leadership dimension. This is the missing piece. And what that means for us is methodology and things we're going to do to change culture. And I got to finish this call here soon because I got to be on a Maxwell call here at 9 o'clock. But I want you to know that I have never been more excited than I am right now. What I need to know from you is at what level, at what intensity you want to grow and attack this. I'm going to be creating my own circle of leaders that we're going to be, cultivating. But I'm not asking you to tell me you want to be part of that circle. We're going to determine actions. And right now is a time when I need some key people to let me know how fast, how hard they want to run in every dimension we're going to be doing. And some of you have already let me know, but I'm just saying this is a clarion call. I'll be determining in the next few days as far as leadership groups. I'll be determining plans of action with a core group of people for relaunching Cedar Rapids, frankly, Eastern Iowa. And the whole view is switched this week, where I was kind of recognizing tough cultures with Germanic cultures in Iowa. We're going to change the culture. We're going to change the environment so that it'll be conducive for what we want to do. I cannot tell you how profound and how deeply I've been impacted on so many levels. This is the best trip I've ever been a part of. And what I need to know from you is who is going to link arms with me right now to change culture. That means us talking on a daily, if not a twice a week basis to really coalesce. So we do a concerted effort. So when we launch Cedar Rapids, see, most of my group up until this point is in the East Coast. I got this group in Cedar Rapids, but we're going to launch it so we make a massive impact in Eastern Iowa. My group in New Jersey, we're going to do the same thing there. My group in Houston, we're going to do the same thing there. But I need to know who's ready to run in all these different geographical regions. And we are going to change culture. I'm going to do this, whether or not any of you guys run with me. But we are going to run with our hair on fire, and we're going to create ambassadors out of this group in the next few weeks and months. I have no doubt. So I am laser focused. This John Maxwell piece is the piece that I've been praying for. I have no doubt about it, having been with them the last couple of days. This is a monumental time, and I want to strongly encourage you guys to really weigh your role in this and what you want to do. Get the book 5 Levels of Leadership by John Maxwell and devour it. I've gone through it twice in the last 4 days. 7 hours of audio twice in the last 4 or 5 days. So this is something that we need to do. We're going to be doing relaunches in cities. And what I mean by relaunches is creating committees to set up a 90-day plan, a 12-month plan, and pull it all together for everybody so that we do one concerted effort to make an impact and really change culture through leadership. So it was profound. I was in the room when everything changed. My perspective has changed, and we're going to see some things that we've been yearning to see. So momentum is about to take place. I've even learned how to create momentum. So we're going to create momentum, and we're going to do it now, where you are at, not in some other state, that some other groups. This group right here, right now, who wants to create momentum with me? And we're going to be doing some things as far as calls and groups to get that stuff implemented. Email me at williamnissen@gmail.com or message me on Facebook and let me know at what level you're in. All in, as much as I can in, whatever, so I know who I have to work with to create history. So I'm profoundly thankful for everybody that's going to run with me, and we're going to do some incredible things, historical things, in the next few weeks and months. So God bless you, and we'll be talking to you soon. I cannot tell you how excited I am. This is one of those 2 moments in my entire journey these last 5.5 years. Let's go. Take care.